for the exciting 1850 class mini rods. Then it's the 6200 two-wheel drive modified truck. Plus an exclusive interview with Bigfoot, the original 4x4 monster truck standing 10.5 feet tall. We'll be right back with our first pulling event.
TNT's World of Power roars into your living room with explosive home video action. It's the stars of the Red Man TNT All-American Pulling Series, plus the country's hottest and meanest car-crushing monster trucks, and the grime and glory of mud racing, all on one VHS video cassette. Send check or money order for $24.95 to this address, or charge it to your Visa or MasterCard by calling 1-800-227-3167.
These are the mini rods, the wildest, most unpredictable pulling machines on the circuit. They're powered by the same big Aries and Rodak motors that go into pulling trucks 4 times their weight. Out of a field of 15 here tonight, we've already had 4 full pulls. There are 2 drivers left with a chance to muscle their way into the pull-off. One of them is hooking up now. Bob Turney in the Skinny Mini 2.
Very personable young man. Now, he's giving away about a minimum of 150 horsepower. He runs what we call a naturally aspirated engine, even though it's a aluminum Rodak engine, about $8,000. He does not run a supercharger with it. Out of Aurora, Illinois, the Skinny Mini 2. Meanwhile, waiting in the wings out of Arkansas, TCB, Terry Dabbs. Any sport, you're going to have some guys that everybody watches out for. The bottom 2, by the luck of the draw in this class, are just 2 of those fellas. Kearney, waiting to get things squared away, trying to get dialed in. Everybody that's been out took a supercharged engine to do it. Let's see if he can be the first not to need the supercharger.
Another full pull.
Skinny Mini 2 up with the big boys. Takes a naturally aspirated engine and runs out with it. Bush Crager called it earlier in the evening. He said this guy can run with them.
Bob Turney blasts his way down the track and into the pull-off. Up next is Terry Dabbs. He also has to go the full distance to stay alive in Louisville.
Hey, I tell you why he named it. If you like Elvis Presley, you gotta love the guy. He calls it taking care of business. Ladies and gentlemen, drawing at the bottom of the field, Terry Dabbs out of Stuttgart, Arkansas. He wants to get up with the big boys. Look where he spots that sled. Going off the left side of the track. Okay, trying to get into this pull-off, trying to make it a 6-way pull-off. Let's see what's going to happen. A father and son team out of Arkansas. RPMs go up, spotting it a little bit to the left side of the track. TCB, taking care of business. Looks like he's going to be disqualified for going out of bounds. A tough break. He got it out the end, but he ran out of bounds to do it. He will be disqualified.
They're preparing the track now for a head-to-head showdown. These 5 finalists all scored full pulls to qualify for the pull-off in the 1850 mini rods. The minis have a reputation for wild rides, so watch out. These are the most challenging to drive of all the pulling trucks and tractors. First up is veteran mini puller Harley Swint.
From the 454 cubic inch supercharged Chevrolet, won the class last year, Harley Swint out of Arkansas. And these boys from down in Arkansas love to take a win out of here tonight. Would like to do it 2 years in a row. 454 big block Chevrolet, Harley Swint trying to defend his championship. Goes down. Now the track crew will set an orange cone on the left side of the track. That'll indicate the lead distance at this time.
212.71 feet. That's an incredible pull for Harley Swint. He knows how to push that big 454 Chevy to the limit. Imagine sitting practically on top of that kind of horsepower with the throttle wide open. That's the thrill of mini rods.
Well, Harley Swint, you've left it now. You set the pace here for these guys to come on. Real nice pull.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Well, I know that for you, this is the last couple of years you've been pulling with Supercharger. You naturally aspirated before then.
Yes, it was.
Well, congratulations. And how much pulling's still going on down in Arkansas? I guess I know it was always one of the capitals of the world when it comes to mini rod pulling.
There's not too much mini rod pullings going on anywhere now. Pretty well everybody has decided that maybe they're a little wild or what, I don't know, but there's not too many mini rod pulls around.
Wild is right, and Terry Schisler's mini rod, powered by a 512 Rodak, is as wild as they come.
This is one of the vehicles that we were talking about that runs at the top of the class. 1850. He runs the taller tire combination, the higher center of gravity. Swint comes out with the little bitty short tires on the front out of Arkansas. This fella comes out going the exact opposite way. He runs to the very maximum that you're allowed to do in the mini power rod division.
.84 feet won't do it.
Not going to do it. Harley Swint stays on top. So the man from Dixie, pulled number one. One bullet from the north came after him. It didn't catch him. Swint stays on top out of Arkansas with the Harley's Escape.
Schisler is short, but the competition is going to get tougher as we go. Richard Peters and the Buckeye Special are on deck. Peters is running with some new modifications tonight.
He's been watching the track. Like we said, it's a new sled for him. They're trying to figure it out. He took a lot of weight out of the back of the tractor and put it on the nose of it. You can see the weight hanging between the front axle.
Here comes Richard Peters.
Cranking for everything he was worth, a good strong shot.
208.39 feet, just 4 feet short. A great pull by Richard Peters. Young Terry Kirshner made the cut for the pull-off, and he's out to take it away from Harley Swint.
All his weight's on the left front. If you look at it right now, he kept him there. Something else he's doing. He's going to get the benefit of the doubt and the torque of that engine all the right side of the track he wants. He hangs all his weight on the left, puts the sled all the way to the left, so if the vehicle has a tendency to pull, it'll pull to the right. He wants to take as much track as he can. So far, Swint on top at a 2:12.71. Everybody taking a shot at him. Not going to do it. Breaking a wheel off the right front spindle, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Kirshner. Let's give him a round of applause. Some heads-up driving there. But when it settled back down on him, the right front spindle broke.
Kirshner lost a wheel, but not his spirit, and he'll be back to pull another day.
Terry, I know after that pull, even though you had a little problem here, you're still awfully happy.
Yeah, I'm still happy with the first run I made on it because, like I say, it's new to us, and so we're learning.
Well, I'll tell you what, for a man, you had a tractor before this, right?
Yes, we did. We had a blown small block before, so this is a bigger step.
Well, how you like the more horsepower?
I love it.
Yeah, I imagine you do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a real nice round of applause. And here, I got a present for you. Sorry about that. Right here.
Bob Turney is the last man with a chance to take the lead away from defending champion Harley Swint.
All these fellas in a pull-off will be going all the way to the left side of the track, trying to get as much slack in the sled as they can. Swint on top out of Arkansas. Set number 2. Peters out of Ohio. Number 3 out of Illinois, Terry Schisler. Not going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. You're part of history. You saw the man win back-to-back national championships at the National Farm Machinery Show.
For the second year in a row, Harley Swint has taken the championship in the 1850 mini rods. The minis are sometimes overshadowed by the bigger rigs, but they're still the wildest ride in pulling. You've seen the front-end kicks of the supercharged two-wheel drives. You've seen the awesome pulling power of the big rails. But you ain't seen nothing till you've seen the crush of the Bigfoot.
From here on up, it's just another pickup truck. This is where it's Bigfoot. The tires, 66 4325s. They come off fertilizer trucks and big combines. When you mention Bigfoot, everybody thinks the tires and not the truck. On the truck, there's a lot more to it than just the big tires. The bars here, they keep us from knocking the front end out. This is where I have most of my problems. Now I can go 3 weeks, then I got to completely rebush all this. The chrome here, everybody thinks it's pretty. It's not. It holds my back end under. Everybody looks at the trucks. They think they see a lot of chrome. They think it's really pretty, but it's really got to be built tough. It's got to do a lot of things. Had its work cut out for it. We have dual cylinder steering it. Without those, there's no way you could muscle the tires around on it. Okay, how somebody 5'9" get into a truck 10-4? That's the biggest question we have. You open a door, if you can reach the handle, you pull it open, the step folds down, you reach around, you grab up here, you put a foot here, and you just pull yourself on in. And by far, the best part of all is driving it. And you come in and you get lined up for the cars, and here you come in. The only thing you see is flash cubes going off, and you can hear the crowd. I mean, they're just deafening. When something like that happens, you've got that many people backing you. It just sends so much electricity through you. It makes you feel so good. There's no words to describe how good it feels when you come in and do something like that. It's just unbelievable. When you get out, you take your bow at the crowd and you wave at them. They really go nuts. They go crazy over you. It feels like you could float out of the truck.
The Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series roars into your hometown this summer. See the most powerful sport on earth August 7th in Pennsylvania at the Clearfield County Fair and August 7th and 8th at Charleston Somerville Speedway. Plus the Utah County Fair in Provo, Utah, August 14th and 15th. See the Big Iron when they come to Hamburg, New York at the Erie County Fairgrounds, August 15th and 17th. Then it's 3 big days at the Granddaddy Pullable Mall in Bowling Green, Ohio, at the Wood County Fairgrounds, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Then on to Hickory, North Carolina, August 28th and 29th at the Hickory Speedway. See nonstop action in New Hampshire at Conocook's Hopkinton State Fairgrounds, September 3rd and 4th. And at the New York State Fairs Pole, September 5th and 6th in Syracuse. Catch the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series in your hometown. Find out when we're coming next week on Power Tracks, here on ESPN.
The two-wheel drive pulling trucks didn't even exist 6 years ago. But today, they're the hottest thing going on the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series circuit. Right now, more two-wheel drive trucks are being built than any other type of pulling vehicle. The fans really love them, and you're going to get a chance to see why. First up tonight in Louisville is Kentucky's own Tommy Brewer.
Brewer, one of the strong pullers in the sport out of Bardstown, Kentucky. Driving the Just a Swingin' vehicle. Brewer takes it out of bounds, the Georgetown, Kentucky vehicle, Just a Swingin', owned by Philip and Rudy Adams. Tommy Brewer on the hired gun, doing the driving this evening.
That's a tough break for Tommy Brewer, but he'll be back to pull another day. That leaves it wide open for the big black truck, Stitches, with Alfred Turner at the wheel.
One to really reckon with here tonight. Alfred Turner at the wheel of the Stitches machine out of Amelia, Kentucky.
I'll tell you what, Butch, Alfred Turner and Milton Boyles have teamed up out of Red Bowling Springs, Tennessee to run the strongest GMC team in the country, and the team is actually based out of Louisville, Kentucky. Jim Lyons here in Louisville, Kentucky handles all the work on it. And I tell you the way the guy drives, he will come out and pull a trigger on you. Watch him, he'll roll out, bam, he'll hammer it right to the wall.
Alfred.
Ladies and gentlemen, the GMC. He's back in black.
You expect a great performance from the Stitches team, and they've done it again tonight. That beautiful vintage body belongs to the Little Rascal, driven by Jim Crabtree.
Second shot for this vehicle. Father, son, and mom, they swap off on the driving. Jim Crabtree, as the scoreboard showed you, he'll be doing the driving this evening. Now, Crabtree, I want you to keep an eye on this track. It's 30 feet wide, but watch where they keep spotting the sled. There are definitely good lanes and bad lanes out there. Crabtree wants to come off the right side of the track. The Little Rascal, ladies and gentlemen, out of Ohio. Strong shot, Little Rascal comes out. They'll measure from the front of the sled. Immediately, track crew goes out.
Another super pull. Jim Crabtree has come up just a bit more than 2/10 of a foot short of Stitches. David Sullivan, 16-year-old Kentucky rookie.
16-year-old Warsaw, Kentucky, Sullivan's S10, ladies and gentlemen. Stitches on top, Crabtree number 2, Bill Johnson number 3 spot. The kid's back. Full pull is the word. A full pull for the youngster. So
I'll tell you what, it sure pulled a lot better than I saw in Atlanta a couple weeks ago.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Army.
The kid lets his truck do the talking. Next up is Lloyd Hauser in the big Super Rat Chevy.
He's out of Pumpkin Center, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Lloyd Hauser, excuse me. Hands up, the most dangerous part of the sport right now. When they're hooking a vehicle up, they hook a main pull chain, they hook a secondary chain, then they hook an electronic kill switch up in case the chains break. Wait till the man steps out behind the sled, like now. The lights are turned green. Donnie Bennett pulls the slack out of the chain. The flagman looks to the end of the track, shows green. Hauser, North Carolina, getting ready to take a shot with a Super Rat Chevrolet. Not going to work for Hauser. The Pumpkin Center native back in the trailer and going to tour.
The North Carolina Super Rat doesn't have what it takes tonight in Louisville. Young Sullivan is going to be tough to beat. This is Butch Hager, and he's out to shoot the kid down.
Takes the sled, spots it in the middle of the track. Now notice where they start working that sled back and forth. About 3 of them are coming off the extreme right side of the track. Next fella's in line, and I feel that's where the bite is. They're pushing it over towards the middle or a little bit maybe off to the left. How about it? Nicholasville, Kentucky. Here we go, the entertainer. Butch Hager trying to get a shot through, hooking to the right. It went good. It came out of the middle, wound up on the right side of the track.
204.36, way short. That hook to the right cost Hager badly needed distance. Lee Sandelac and Dr. Hook are up next.
Good looking ride. How about it, Chevrolet people? Candy, brandy wine, nice looking letter. My first opportunity to see the truck. All the way down from coal country. He's out of Canada. Lee San Luca doing the driving with the Dr. Hook El Camino. All the way from the coal country, Dr. Hook out of Canada. Some kind of problem. Sparks coming out at about the 100-foot mark. Dr. Hook grabs a lot of air, not going to get the distance that he wants.
Too much air, not enough distance. A bad break for Sandelac as Sullivan's lead survives another challenge. Only 2 more pullers will have a chance. The Fast Forward is one of the real celebrities in the Redman TNT All-America Pulling Series.
They call him Fast Forward, ladies and gentlemen, out of Lafayette, Tennessee, Mr. Chuck Chitwood. Pulled with us the past summer on the Bush Tour, a regular on the TNT motorsports circuit. Chitwood trying to put a good shot down for you. Would love to go a full pull. Not going to work. Shelled a rear end on it is what happened.
Well, Chuck, something I'll go to the drivetrain.
Yeah, it appears the planetary gear on the right side went out on us. It's one of those things.
One puller left, and it's Pat Friels in another one-of-a-kind pulling vehicle, the Dollar Devil 2.
Will be the Island, Kentucky native. During the week, maintains school buses. On the weekend, he's a puller. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw history made. The Sullivan family will take their 5th win from the National Farm Machinery Show. This time, the 16-year-old youngster does it.
Well, David, I tell you what, this makes number 5 for the Sullivan family, and how does that feel?
Great.
And this man of not too many words, he's just a one-word man, folks. Dave, I want to say, I was in Atlanta with you about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and you guys didn't have too good a weekend down there. I knew your dad was a little disgusted. You went home to the drawing board, and what'd you all end up doing?
We had to put 21 inches in the body.
You linked the 21 inches of the body, straightened the chassis out a little bit, and then it really improved. This is the first time you pulled it?
No, we pulled it 2 weekends ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. One of the youngest that's ever won the National Farm Machinery Show, and here he is, David Sullivan, Warsaw, Kentucky. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Dave?
16-year-old David Sullivan takes it all in the two-wheel drive super modified class. His father is rightly proud of this young man who obviously has a bright future ahead of him in the sport of pulling.